Right, day 10, so we're going to do the soffit and fascia before we do the rubber roof. So this is what we're going to do. So that's the soffit, that's the fascia, so that's the 5x2 timber. So what we're going to do, we're going to put some cedar on the bottom like that, and then the fascia will hang down, little overlap there, and then that will go like that, and then we'll put our rubber, bond it to the top, that will hang over, and then the little corner piece detail for the rubber sits on there. So what I've done, I've took the bottom, I took the tongue off the cedar there, I don't know if you can see that, and I took the I took the groove off the cedar, and I took the tongue off the cedar. So that distance there, I've measured it, so that's just enough to cover the 5x2 timber and the OSB free roofing boards, and allow for an overhang as well, which will then cover the soffit, which is that cedar there. So John's going to cut the cedar. I'm going to nail it on with this little pin gun there, with air nailer we've got on the floor. And what we're going to use as well, because this is what you need to be using for your cedar, if I can find them, I'll show you these. The stainless steel brads. They've got to be stainless steel, because otherwise they corrode with the oil that's in the cedar. So we're putting the cedar on at the back here. I don't know if you can see, it's a bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. There's like the fence there, it's spacing's tight, but obviously because a lot of these units want building tight to boundaries, that's the way it is. So we're going to get the cedar on. Glenn's following along oiling it there, and then we're going to get onto the roof and hopefully get that finished today. Right, the soffits and fascia's on now. The wind's picking up and right, the soffits and fascias are on now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dry off that bit of water off the roof there, take these timbers off, and then roll it back, and I'll show you how we're going to adhere that. But first of all, I put on this 2-part gutter trim there. So I put the first part on. So what will happen then, the rubber will go along there like that, and it tucks in under there, and then another part clicks on there and then forms a drip into the gutter. So that's on the full length of the back there, 2-part gutter trim. I'm going to clean this little bit of water off. It's only a little bit, but I don't want any water going on the roof. Use this kitchen roll, and then we'll be good to get it going. So it's windy as hell. We've got some timbers over there to hold down the rubber. What I'm going to do is roll it back like a carpet, but we're losing pine needles off here, so video's going to be a bit short and sweet. Basically what you need to do is, so the rubber's being laid out and it's acclimatised, roll it back in one piece like that, and the weight of the rubber then will prevent it from moving anyway. So you should be good, because you've trimmed it off, it should be the right size for you. So we'll get it to like halfway like that, and then what John's going to do, he's going to paint up stripes of glue like that. I'm going to brush it out and smooth it out with this sweeping brush. And that's it. Like I say, it can be short and sweet, it's windy and I'm afraid it'll rain. Right, so that's that half down. What we've done now is roll back the other half. We're now going to glue that part down as well. A bit of a nightmare today with this wind, just keep getting pine needles down on the surface of the roof. Right, so that's the full roof rolled down. We've swept it off with this brush. What you need to do is, if there's any air bubbles, you need to just drive them out towards the edge, and that'll get rid of any of them. I mean, because of the size of the board, you're always going to have a crease mark in it. With a roof this size, it's practically impossible to get rid of that crease, but it is what it is. So like I say, one full piece roof. There's loads of tutorials how to do this, so if I've not given you enough information, then jump to that. But basically that's what we use. So now use a Stanley knife and go around and trim the rubber off 50mm over, and then all the plastic trims will cover that. The first trim you need to put on is a 2-part gutter trim. That will then pull that rubber tight like that. It'll tuck it up under the gap, and then the new piece of plastic will let the water flow into the gutter, and then the rest is curb trim, which I'll show you doing later. So the 2-part gutter trim's on. So the first part's on there, then the rubber goes like that, it's tucked up into that groove, you push this bit up in there and then pop it in like that, and then that traps the rubber in there, so the rain will go down there, onto there and into your gutter. This is the curb trim. That goes on, it comes in maximum 3.5 metre length, so then you put a little joint piece in like that, and that'll go on there. And then we use these Polytop ring cut nails to fix it to them. Now manufacturers say don't drive it all the way home, they just want to be just shy of all the way home, and then when the sun's on it and it stretches and moves, because you can see the slotted groove there, it'll move like such in the sun, and it won't buckle and stretch on you. And then on the end the corner piece, and that finishes it off lovely. And then obviously we'll put some gutter on there as well. One piece rubber roof membrane, bonded down to the OSB free roofing boards. We put 2-part gutter trim on the back there, I don't know if you can still see that. And then we've got curb trim with corners and joint strips all around the perimeter, all pitch into the back. Day 10's complete, so the roof is on and complete. This roof, we're having cedar, soffit and fascia, which we've already pre-treated with a UV stabilising oil. We've cut some downlighters in there, they'll have fire rated downlighters in that roof overhang. We're also going to put some dummy pillars on there to look like they're supporting the roof. So we've put our black trims on the rubber roof. The rubber roof is on, which I've shown you in the previous video. Quite a bit of work gone into that, you know, it's like, but as you can see, it looks like $1 million already. It's going to be a fabulous space, this one. Inside, we've fully sound blocked and insulated the walls. We've insulated the ceiling. We're going to drop some sound block on that on Monday as well. And then we're going to start plasterboard. It's having 2 layers of plasterboard. It's going to have a sound block plasterboard and a regular plasterboard as well for the sound insulation. Mark Phillipson talked to you last night about this. That's the length of your building, so this is what I'm on about. That's your back wall, that's your front wall, that's your side wall. I put the RSJ on the middle of the side wall there, but I'd put 2 or 3 timbers down the middle there to support that. Make sure you use OSB on the side, that'll keep that nice and rigid and support that steel. And then the front timber and the back timber just cut into the web of the steel like that, so the steel is lost in the height, so you can just board straight over it. Anyway, that's for you, Mark Phillipson. So basically, what it is, cold and hot roof, we talked about that. This is sort of, well, it's a semi sort of cold roof, but going on to being a hot roof as well, a warm roof rather. The insulation's pushed tight up to the roof. I'll show you a picture. And then, so obviously there's no air there to condensate. We've also put some insulation above the spotlights there as well. So if you think about it, it is a warm roof, but obviously these timbers break the thermal barrier, but they're not governed by building regs, and this is certainly not going to affect it. You're nice and warm in these always, you can tell by the amount of insulation that goes in. And nice, solid, double timbered roof there. So 10 days done, we're getting on with another probably maybe 5-6 days on this and it'll be all complete. So next week we're going to jump on plasterboarding and a bit more sound blocking and start to make some progress on it. Thank you. So if you're watching these on YouTube, please like, subscribe, comment and see if we can build a little channel going, and I'll keep doing these videos and answering questions that you may have for me. Thank you.